I don't know why, where, or when anyone would ever wear that.
Yeah,
outfit.
look at those dance moves. They're from
Hey!
a decade.
80s were the most bodacious decade there was, you freakazoids.
Looks weird, bro.
What did you just say? Let me explain. Come on. Oh, check on.
You mean when are we going? Yo, could you plug this in for me?
Yeah. Turn on?
Yeah. Let's go.
Come on, freakazoids.
Let me show you what the bodacious 80s are all about. What's up, gal?
Here, guys. I'll show you what's going on right now.
Team is depending a little bit too much now on Jim Craig. He's making too many good saves. Eruzione! Mike Eruzione! We've got 10 seconds. The countdown going on right now. Morrow up to Schultz. 5 seconds left in the game. Do you believe in miracles? Yes! Unbelievable.
Say it was the right time to walk away, but dreaming takes you nowhere. It's time to play. Body's working overtime, money don't matter. Time keeps ticking, someone's on the mind. On the mind. I'm moving in slow motion.
Past us, we gotta build a wall.
Like the Berlin Wall?
But didn't that fall back in 1989?
My bodacious brother. It is 1987.
You need to do your lines, buddy.
Playing with the boys. Staying, playing with the boys. After chasing sunsets, one love, simple joy. Playing with the boys.
Oh, you killed my father! No! Impossible!
Okay, welcome back to Andy's Toy Review. Today, we got the Atari. Everybody knows it, everybody loves it, the arcade for your own home. You got such fun games like Pong, you can play 2-player fun. And I was thinking, nothing can get better than this, but introducing the Nintendo Entertainment System. You can play even better games like Mario and Zelda. You got more than one input, you got like 6 buttons.
Yeah, so here's the cars of the 80s. We have another popular 80s toy to describe what the cars were, the Lego Spaceman. So here we have a typical car in the 80s, and this is what they looked like. They were a little bit stocky, but they were rounder than previous decades. Another thing that was getting more popular in the 80s was racing, and this is an example of a typical race car in the 80s. Again, the more stocky design with the rounded a little bit more than previous times, but still a ton of stickers, a ton of flashiness in the racing. Here's a look at some of the more luxurious cars in the 80s. As you can see here, we have the very cool car, Finn McMissile. That's what I named him.
Hello, this is Nancy Fletcher here on the news with you. We have recently found reports of strange noises and weird smells in the neighborhood in Milwaukee, Wisconsin by this guy named Jeffrey Dahmer. There is actually a local gay bar next door that he has recently been to. We have a witness here to tell us what she saw and what happened. Go.
Like, it was totally crazy. I was getting a drink at the bar, and then I saw this guy, and he was all smelly and weird, and it was weird, and he didn't say anything, and then he just left.
Oh, hello guys, I'm back. That was a little bit weird of a witness, but hey, it's okay. We have some new information from the police, and they're gonna come here and talk about it. Hello, this is Nancy Fletcher back on the news. We're gonna ask the police a few questions. So we've heard that the neighbors have been giving a lot of phone calls lately about their neighbor, Jeffrey Dahmer here, and it hasn't been investigated until now. Could you tell us why that is?
Yes, of course. We've been noticing that there's been more witnesses and more reports of strange going-ons within Dahmer's home, along with weird smells and different things that have been discussed.
Okay. And Alyssa, you're a police officer. What do you think about this investigation? Do you think Jeffrey is guilty of these accusations?
Absolutely, there's no doubt.
Okay. And Jeffrey, how do you feel about these accusations being placed upon you?
Would you like a sand? I made it myself.
Thank you. That's all for today.
When you have a makeup emergency and need to organize your stash, get a cadoodle. This fashion organizer was inspired by Vanna White's lovely tackle box organization. And when you got it, girl, you got it together.
Welcome back to Cable 14. I'm Alana Meacham, and I'm here with a West Berliner. What's your name?
My name is Camber.
Nice to meet you.
Camber.
Okay. Oh, Camber. Okay. When was the Berlin Wall built?
It was built right after World War II, and it separated my country into two parts, East and West Berlin.
Why was it built in the first place?
It was built to restrict the power of communist regime, and it separated my country to prevent that from getting more powerful and to create an iron curtain, which we know today.
So it represented as an iron curtain.
Yeah, it does. And it represents the restriction of coming to power so that my country can be safe from others, but it also prevented me from being able to see my family.
That's terrible. I'm sorry. What does the fall of the Berlin Wall represent?
Okay. I'm very excited about this because it represents communist power not being as such a consequential thing anymore, and I'm going to be able to see my friends and my family again, and we're no longer separated. And we're not just separated by Checkpoint Charlie anymore, any other restrictions. It's now going to be a free country, and I'm ready for it. I'm excited.
That's great, so great. I have just one more question for you. And are you gonna live in East Berlin or West Berlin?
Doesn't matter to me as long as we're free and I'm with my family.
That's so great. Thank you so much, and we'll head it back to Cable 14.
Mr. Gorbachev, open this gate. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
24 hours ago, I put on my Maybelline Fresh Lash Mascara, and I was non-stop ever since. I beat Shelly in doubles tennis, swam 10 laps, and so much more. I stayed up past midnight and slept like a stone. After 24 hours, my lashes were still fresh.
I'm Nancy Reagan, and I have a message for America, to just say no to drugs, and to help, we made this catchy song.
Dude, what you doing? Just say no to drugs, okay?
Just say no. Just say no to drugs. Just say no.
As the decade is wrapping up, We wanted to admire and recognize the many famous people who have touched our lives and who have, during this decade, passed away. Our first is the NASA astronauts who died with the Challenger. We admire and miss you. We also have Colonel Sanders, who was the person who was in charge of the amazing KFC chain of food. Last but not least, we have John Lennon, the guitarist of the Beatles. He was an amazing person who encouraged peace, and we are so grateful for these amazing celebrities, and rest in peace.
Wow, I guess the 80s were kind of cool.
Perhaps even a little bodacious.
A few moments later.
Hey dude, get over here. So you got something you want to remember?
I guess.
Well, guess what? I got this new invention. It's called a CD. It'll store all your files, everything you want to remember, and it's not floppy.
Wait, like it's solid?
It's solid.
Oh.
Okay. How does $5 sound?
I'm broke. So, Grandpa, I just got back from the 80s. I know you're not going to believe that, but I want to know, what was the culture like?
My favorite sayings were things like, you're an airhead, or gag me with a spoon, or dude, hey dude, or dudette. You had dudes and dudettes. Radical, things were really radical back then. Duh, everybody knew duh. There was a commercial, where's the beef? And everybody knew where's the beef. Totally and totally tubular were all the rage.
Have you heard the statement out of pocket? It was commonly used in business if you weren't available you could not be contacted.
Probably because
business people say, well, I'll be out of pocket.
Take a chill pill or stud. Stud came into being. It was kind of a Valley Girls talk.
Thank you so much. This was so fun.